We'll begin today on our backs. And your legs can be straight or bent, resting out or resting in as you wish. Let your arms rest on the ground unless you like to place them on your body to guide your breathing. Just feel how it feels to be laying down. See if you can relax your body. Let it be heavy, like it's sinking into the ground. You might imagine that your organs are dropping down into your back body, your insides relaxing. And your breathing slowing down, becoming longer and fuller. Feeling the expansiveness of the inhale in the belly, the ribs, and the chest. Keeping the inhale going until there's no more room for any more breath. Waking up some of those dormant places inside and breathing into them. And then bend the knees. And without using your hands, draw the knees in toward the chest. And then inhale and straighten the legs out off the ground. And then exhale, bring them in. If this bothers your back, you can place your hands under your low back. That also makes it easier if you need that. Inhale, legs out. Exhale, knees in. 2 more. And then you can hold the knees into the chest. Relax. Continuing to breathe slowly and deliberately. And then extend the arms out to the sides. And you can either leave your knees bent or straighten them any amount. The more you straighten them, the harder it will be. And we'll inhale center and exhale over to the left, but without touching down. Inhaling center, exhaling right. And continuing like that at your own pace, following your breath, slow, long breath. One more time on each side. And then you'll end with your legs center. Extend the legs up and place your hands under your lower back. Straighten your legs as best as you can. Point and flex your feet. And then slowly lower the legs down as you continue to point and flex. Staying with your breath. Once the legs come down, you can release your arms and stretch them overhead. Maybe noticing if stretching them on allows you to breathe longer. And then bring the feet over to the right. Bring the head and arms over to the right, creating like a sickle shape with your body. Maybe taking the left wrist with the right hand and pulling longer. Maybe crossing the left ankle over the right, stretching deeper. And really breathing into all the space that's here. Opening up this left side to the breath. And Release the wrist if you have it, uncross the ankle if you crossed it. Come back to center. And then bring the legs over to the left. Lift the head and bring the upper body to the left. Send the arms out. And then maybe taking the right wrist with the left hand and pulling, maybe crossing the right ankle over the left ankle. Breathing in, out, deep and slow. Release the wrist if you have it. Uncross the ankle if you crossed it. Let the arms come back down. Center your head and torso. Breathe into the whole body. Then lift your knees again, bringing your hands to your knees. And rock yourself up. And then come over onto hands and knees. Starting in a table position, walk your hands over to the right. And then when you've gone as far as you can go, take a deep breath in and press your left hand down into the ground. And then as you exhale, see if you can go further. Reach your right hand back. See if you can grab hold of your heel. You might even be able to take your left heel. Let your head relax down. As you inhale, press down into your left hand. As you exhale, pull with your right hand. Continue feeling into it in your own way. And release your back hand. Walk the hands around to the front. And then over to the left. Going as far as you initially can go, planting your right hand under your right shoulder. Inhaling and pushing down with the hands. Exhaling, seeing if you can go a little bit over to the left more. And then reaching your left hand back for the closer heel or the further heel, or if you don't reach your heel, your leg. Relaxing the head down and continuing to push the right arm into the ground as you inhale and pull with the left hand as you exhale. Your time to complete each phase of the breath. Release the back hand, come center. Walk the arms forward, sink the chest down, rest either on your forehead, or if you can go deeper on your chin, or if you want to go deeper on your cheek, and keep your elbows straight. Breathe in all the way. And when you breathe out, just sink your back body toward the ground. Let your shoulders drop down. If you're on a cheek, turn to the other cheek. And if you're on a cheek, come center. Press into your hands and lift your face. Drop your elbows. Keep the elbows shoulder width apart, the hands shoulder width apart. Curl your toes under and lift your knees. Lower your hips to the level of your shoulders. Keep your gaze down so your neck can relax. Maybe press back through your heels and stretch the calves. Maybe drop your tailbone a little, lengthening your lower back. And try to stay relaxed by breathing deep and slow and focusing on your breath. And release the knees down, let the hips come down. Rest the forehead on stacked hands. And let the heels fall out or in, whichever feels most like a letting go. And then bring the hands under the shoulders. Press up and curl the toes under and push into the hands and lift the knees and drop the head and chest. Fingers are spread wide. Press forward into the fingers. And then without bending either knee, press your left heel down. And push forward into your hands so that you're shifting weight back into your left leg. Let your head relax. Just really push the heel down and stretch that left calf. Slow, long breath. And without bending either knee, just shift and sink your right heel down, pushing forward through the hands, back through the hip. Just relax down, head drops. And then press both heels down. Really feel all 10 fingers pressing forward, lengthening the spine. And then walk the feet up to the hands, coming to the front of your mat, and gently rolling yourself up to standing. Bring the hands together at the heart. Sinking down into the feet, lifting through the crown of the head. We'll practice some Ujjayi breathing. We breathe through the nose, but the pressure of the breath is felt in the throat. So the reason why we're breathing through the nose is because the mouth is closed, so that's the only outlet for the air. But you're not pulling the breath through the nose, you're pulling the breath at the throat. And then that same narrowing that happens in the back of the throat makes the exhale similarly go through the throat. And this slows the breath down, it lengthens it. It allows the body to stay more calm, even as you challenge it. So see if you can maintain the Ujjayi breath. And we'll start coordinating our movements with our breath as we go through some sun salutations. On an inhale, reach the arms up, lift the chest and lean back. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees to bring the hands to the floor if you need to. Inhale, step the right foot all the way back, a high runner's lunge. Hips down. Exhale, step the left foot back, coming into plank, and then lower slowly toward the floor. The knees can come down if you need them to. And then on an inhale, pushing up either into cobra or upward dog. Exhale, curling the toes, downward dog. Inhale, looking forward, step the right foot up. Exhale, step the left foot up and fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reaching, lifting the chest, leaning back. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhaling up, slight backward bend. Head is behind your heart. Exhale, forward bend all the way down. Hands to the ground. Inhale, left foot steps back. Exhale, right foot steps back and lower to or toward the floor. You can hover and chaturanga if that's within your practice. Inhale, pushing up, either upward dog on the tops of the feet or cobra. Exhale, curling the toes downward. Inhale, look forward, left foot steps up. Exhale, right foot steps up and fold. Inhale all the way up. Reaching, leaning. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhaling up. Exhaling over. Inhale, right foot steps back. Hold there. And then lift your torso. Interlace the thumbs. Notice which thumb is on the outside. Take the arms up. Sink the hips down. Press the right heel back, really straightening that right leg. Bring the tailbone forward and pull the hands apart. Breathe in, sink down. And then bring the hands behind your back, again noticing which thumb is on the outside. Roll the shoulders back, breathe into the chest. Exhale, fold forward, looking down, lifting the clasp of your hands. Maybe gazing back at your right foot. And then lift up. Bring your left hand to your left leg. Take your right arm up. And bend over to the left. Keep pressing your right foot back. Long, slow Ujjayi breath. And lift the right arm up. And hook the elbow over the leg. Place the left hand on top of the right hand. Take a deep breath in. And when you exhale, press the left hand down, rotate your chest up, trying to bring your hands to your heart center, looking up and back. Come center, bring your hands to the floor, take a breath in, exhale, step your leg back and lower slowly to or toward the floor. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Lift your body up. Sink your hips down. Press back into your left leg. Bend deeply into that right knee. Come into Venus lock again with the opposite thumb on the outside. Lift the arms. Press back through the left heel. Bring the tailbone forward. Pull the hands apart. Place the arms, interlace them behind your back with the opposite thumb on the outside. Roll the shoulders back. Take a nice breath here. And then exhale and hinge forward. First looking at the ground, maybe near your right foot. And then if you can, dropping your head and looking at your left foot. Lift the arms up. Breathe into it. Draw strength from the oxygen that you can take in with a deep breath. And lift yourself up. Right hand on your thigh, left arm reaching upward, and then over to the right. Keep pressing your left leg back. And straighten up. And then hook your left elbow over that right leg. Right hand on top of the left hand. Right elbow up, look up. Inhale. Exhale, push down with your right hand. Twist your ribs up to meet your hands. Slow breath, even though the body is twisted, find space for the breath. Breathe in and around the twist. And inhale, hands center and down. Exhale, step the back foot forward and fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching, leaning back. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Again, inhale up and back. Exhale over. Hands to the ground. Inhale, left leg back, bending into the right knee. Bring your left heel down onto the ground. Reach forward with your left arm, and then like a windmill, come all the way up with that left arm. Both arms out to the side. Bend more into that front leg. Good. Now turn your head to look back at your left hand and feel your belly rotating to the left. And then keep that rotation and just turn your head looking over your front hand. Relax the shoulders down. And roll the inner thighs out away from each other. Left hand on the left thigh, right hand turns to face up. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, lean back, sliding your left hand down your leg. And the breath come up under those right ribs. And then come and bring that right elbow down onto the right leg. Index finger to thumb. Left arm reaches overhead. Press back into the left foot and out into the left hand. Long side stretch. And then bring the left arm straight up. Straighten the right leg. Take a breath in. Exhale and slide the right hand down. Gazing up at your left thumb. As you exhale, sink the left ribs toward the right ribs. Inhale, bend your knee and bring the hands to the ground. Exhale, step back and lower. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Shoulders back. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward. I'm sorry, left foot steps forward. Back heel comes to the ground. That foot is on an angle. Reach forward with your right arm and then windmill yourself all the way up. Coming into warrior two, arms out to the side. Sink your hips down, bend deeply into your front knee. And again, look back at your right hand and roll your belly toward the back. And then keep your belly rolled that way and just bring your head around, looking past your left middle finger. And drop your weight down into both feet evenly. Relax your shoulders down. Spin your inner thighs out. Tucking the tailbone under. Beautiful. Back hand on the back leg. Front palm up. Reach up. Inhale. And exhale. Lean back. Slide your right hand down. Reach out of your left hand. And inhale up. Bring the elbow onto the thigh. Take the right arm overhead. And then look up to where the wall meets the ceiling. Left hand in Gyan Mudra, index finger to thumb. Push back into your right foot and reach long through your right hand. Breathe that whole length from foot to hand. And straighten the front leg, bring your hand onto it. Bring the right arm straight up and slide the hand down your leg. Gazing up at your right thumb. As you inhale, lengthen your torso. And so you're moving your left armpit away from your hips. And then exhale, drop the right ribs down. On an inhale, bend your front knee, bring your hands to the ground. And exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale all the way up, reach up, lean back. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more round, which means two sides. Inhaling up, leaning back. Exhale, forward bend. Hands to the ground. Inhale, right foot steps back. And then step your back foot in a little bit, like maybe a third of the way. Bringing the heel to the ground. Straighten your front leg. Pull your left hip back. Aim your right hip forward. And relax your torso over your leg. If you happen to have your hands on the ground, not everybody will reach, but if your hands are on the ground, notice how much weight you have in your hands and take the weight out of your hands. So if your hands aren't on the ground, all the better. Then really you just have gravity taking you down without any resistance. Long, slow breaths, relaxing into each exhale. Lift your head, bring your right hand as close to your left foot as you can. You may be able to place it on top or even over to the outside of the foot, and then bring your left hand onto your hip. Now with an inhale, do your best to straighten your torso. Reach your chest forward and your hip back. And then as you exhale, bring your right ribs under you, twisting them to the left. And then float your left arm up. Gaze up to your thumb. Bring the hand back to your hip, gaze down to the ground, and move your right hand so that it's 2 o'clock of your left foot. Kick off your back foot, lift it in the air, balancing on your front foot and your right hand. Try to get your back leg parallel to the ground, and then again, roll your right ribs under you. Lift your left arm up and look up. Breathe deep. And with an inhale, step the foot back and bring the hands down. Exhale, step your left foot back and lower. Inhale into upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward. And then step your back foot up as much as you need to try to square off your hips and perhaps straighten the front leg. If your front leg doesn't straighten, don't worry about it. If your hands don't come to the ground, that's actually better. So definitely don't worry about it. If your hands are on the ground, take weight out of your hands. Just maybe touch down for balance. And pull the right hip back and aim the left hip forward. Breathe in long and slow. Exhale, scoop the lower belly in and up and release the torso over. Pyramid pose. And then lift your head. Bring your left hand closer to your right foot if you can, or maybe even crossing over if you can twist that much. And then try to straighten your torso. Pull your right hip back, lengthen your chest forward. Bring your right hand to your hip. Really get long. Breathing in, and then exhale, twisting. Left ribs come under you and to the right, and then float your right arm up. Take your gaze up if you can. It may be harder on the balance, so see what you can do. Bring your hand back to your hip, bring your gaze down, and bring your left hand to 10 o'clock of your front foot. Kick off your back foot and lift it into the air. Try to get it parallel to the ground. And then bring those left ribs under you again, twisting. Right arm lifts back up, gaze comes back up. Straighten your left leg powerfully, reach it back. Feel yourself reaching forward through your head, back through your foot, and up through your hand. And then place the foot down next to the other foot, the hand down, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Last one. Inhale up, leaning back. Exhale, over. Hands to the ground. Inhale, left leg back. And we'll bring the left knee onto the ground. And with weight in the left hand, lift your left foot and reach your right hand for your foot. So it could help to send your hips back at first and then shift them back forward. And then pull your heel toward your buttock and then drop your left thigh toward your right foot. You might look over your right shoulder. And release the foot down, hand down, send the hips back, straightening the front leg, flexing the front foot. Deep breath in, exhale. Release over the leg. And just like in the last round, when we were in pyramid pose, if the hands are on the ground, take weight out of the hands. Just barely have the fingers resting down. Relax your head over. Really flex your foot actively. Pull the toes toward your head. And shift your hips forward again. Bring the right arm inside the foot and then behind, and rock from side to side, letting that right knee dip down and then the left hip dip down. And then letting the knee come down. Don't move your foot. You might feel compelling to move your foot so that you can get lower, but your foot's good where it is and your knee's good where it is. Nothing to change. And just take a breath in. And then when you exhale, take weight out of your hands. Maybe bend your elbows. Breathe all the way up to your chest. Keep sinking your hip, relaxing it by taking weight out of your hand. Good. Now drop down onto your right buttock. Pull the left knee up. Right hand on the ground behind you. Press into the right hand and lift your hips. Lift your left arm up and back. Drop your head back. Press down into the tops of the feet to get your hips under you more. And then bring that left hand down, walk both arms around to the front. Send the right leg back, send the left leg back. Coming into plank. And then roll over onto the outside of the right foot. Your left foot can stay on the ground, or if you can, stack it on top of the other foot And if that's too challenging, then modify by leaving the right knee on the ground. Spread the fingers of the right hand and lift the left arm up. If you want to work harder, close your eyes. And come back into plank or modify plank with the knees down. Roll over onto the outer edge of your left foot. It's okay to bring the left knee down if you need to. Leave the right foot on the ground, or if you're able to stack it on top of the left foot, do so. And then take the right arm up. Close the eyes if you want to work harder. And come back into plank. Lower down. Come into upward dog or cobra. Downward dog. Left foot steps up. Right knee comes down onto the ground. Sink the hips. And then bend your back leg and reach your left hand for your right foot. Once you have the foot, drop your hips forward and pull the heel toward the buttock. You can look over your left shoulder. Keep sinking your right hip down. Right hip forward. And release the foot and the hand. Send your hips back, straightening your front leg, flexing your left foot. Take a breath in, and then exhale, bend the elbows, drop the head, scoop the lower belly back and up. Ujjayi breath, slowly dragging through the body. Exhaling and surrendering the weight of the torso. Shift the hips forward, bending into the front knee. And bring the left arm inside and then under and rock from side to side, dropping the left knee down, dropping the right hip down. And then let the knee come down as much as it'll go. Take a deep breath in and then take weight out of the hands and sink down. Breathe in, exhale, relax. Exhale, drop. And then lower your left buttock to the ground. Pull your right knee up into a pinwheel position. Left hand on the floor behind you. Push into the left hand. Lift your hips. Lift your right arm. Drop your head back if you can. Press into the tops of your feet, bringing your hips under you some more. Breathe into the open space of your front body. And right arm down. Walk the hands around to the front. Bring your feet behind you. Lift your hips. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Chest lifts, arms back. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Good job. That was it. Just feel the breath in the body at rest. Feel the energy of your body. Bend your knees. Come all the way down onto your back. So I see that I've gone late, and I apologize. If you need to go, you can pack up and go. If you can stay, it's always good to have a rest after and let the body integrate what it's done. Letting the body sink into the ground, closing the eyes. Feeling your breath. Feeling the body relaxing. Mind relaxing by focusing your awareness on the feel of your breath. Let go. Breathe into your heart, move fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead, take a deep breath, stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest, rock gently side to side. Massage in your back with a curtain. Come center, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. And roll over onto your side, resting your head on your underside arm, resting your body on the ground, feeling the earth supporting you, holding you, cradling you, allowing you to relax and surrender. And then slowly make your way up to sitting any way that you're comfortable, sinking the sit bones into the ground, lifting tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale, heart up to hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. From the chin to the chest. Namaste.